downright pathetic. We go into today's game, the Leafs do their favorite thing. Win 3 in a row. They do everything in threes this year for some reason. Win 3, lose 3, whatever the hell they want to do. And today, after winning 3 in a row, you're thinking, boy, the Nashville Predators are no good. They averaged, 2.5 something goals per game this year. They're a pathetic team. They are no good. Downright no good. Goals for, dead last in the NHL. Goals allowed, 26th in the NHL. No good. And you know what happened today? Leafs played a great first period. Dominated. Was up 2-0. Lots of great things. And after they almost went up 3-0, they just went, you know what? I think we're good. And you're not. Leafs lose 5-2 to the Nashville Predators. And it's not just the loss of the Predators that sucks. The fact that Tampa lost in regulation. You had a chance to go 2 points up on the Panthers for first place in the Atlantic. You could have gone 2 points up on Florida. You could have gone 4 points up on Tampa. You could have been in a great spot. Hell, those two teams lose in reg and you win in reg against the pitiful Preds? You should have done it. You don't do it. Let's break it down. First period. Matthews does a good job in the offensive zone on the power play, using his body to shield the puck. Gets it back to Mitch Marner at the point, who gives it to John Tavares, who curls into the slot, rips it far, blocker side on Saros. Hey, it's 1-0 Leafs. Good job. Tavares' 30th goal of the year. Marner and Matthews assist at 9:16. 4 minutes after that, right off a faceoff, Matthews wins the faceoff back to Marner. One-timer, bang, past Saros, 2-0. We're feeling great about things. Right? Wrong. Because a point shot is tipped in by Scott Laughton. Finally, he gets a goal. They review, high stick, no goal. And from that moment on, the Leafs played some pathetic hockey. And that's an understatement. I'm trying to keep it PG, so I say pathetic. I could use some other words that are not family friendly. Second period, $1:39 in because Matthew Knies takes an interference penalty to end the first period. Just a useless penalty. A useless penalty. And who's going to score it? Michael Bunting. And then, of course, it's going to be Bunting. And it's a turnover below the goal line. And it's a centering pass. Bunting buries it. 2-1. 8 minutes after that, Kiefer Bellows comes down on a rush. And gorgeous shot. But beats Joe Wall short side up, high glove. And if you watch Joe Wall, the glove doesn't really move. So yeah, good shot, but you kind of want to save there. Especially short side, mano, no screen, no nothing. You want to make that save. And now it's 2-2. But they weren't even done. Philip Forsberg scores with under a minute to play in the second period. And just like that, you're trailing heading into the third period. Shots on goal in the first period, 12-6 in favor of the Leafs. You dominate, you're up 2-0. You're feeling confident. Second period, you get outscored 3-0. You get outshot 13-5. It's the freaking Preds, guys. And in the third period, you're thinking, all right, let's try and get something. Nope. Leafs D get barbecued. And Evangelista scores midway through to make it 4-2. Then Forsberg with the empty netter buries it 5-2. You get a shot 13-9 in the third period. You are trailing going into the third. Can we show some sort of desperate nature? You thought maybe after that painful second period that you think somebody, Berube or whomever, would light a fire under their asses and have a good third. Yeah, no, it went actually the other way and they played pathetic. They had a shot 32-26 for the game. After outshooting them by double in the first period. I got a few things to say before I get into stats. Number one, I thought Jake McKay was pathetic today. Loved what he's done recently. The last two games, I've just been gloating about him constantly because he's been so good. Today, not great. Not great at all. And hey, Craig, I understand you love Pontus. I get that. But Pontus, Domi, Robertson, I'm going to throw up. I got the damn thing on my head. I should be using it to puke this thing. It is awful to watch. And for God's sake, Scott Laughton, like, I understand he's had a rough start to his Leaf career. I get it. I understand it. You traded a first-round pick on one of your top, let's say top 5 prospects you got. It ain't much. You don't have much, but he's one of your top 5 in Nikita Grabenkin. Scott Laughton is not a fourth-line winger to play 9 minutes. That's not what you traded for. And for God's sakes, why is Pontus playing third-line center? He should not be. Give Laughton a shot, and if he falls flat in his face, give him a shot. Because you want to get him a look. He ain't going to be playing next to David Camp. You didn't trade a first-round pick and your top 5 prospect for a fourth-line winger. That's the one thing, the gripe that I got with Berube right now. I don't understand. Like I mentioned about, what was it, Riley and OEL? How pathetic that pairing was on D. Then they bring in Carlo, and that's gone. So we're like, okay, thank God that's over. But now he's got this. With Holmberg, Domi, and Robertson. Good Lord, they get caved in every shift. There's no chance that's a playoff lineup, so why are we even doing it? All right, that was my little rant that I needed to do. Face-off dot, you won by 1. Who cares? Special teams 1 for 3. They were 1 for 3. Also, they had a couple short-handed chances as well. Key players, Joe Wall, 4 goals and 31 shots. I didn't think he was terrible, but I didn't think he was good. Would have liked a stop in the Kiefer Bellows goal. Unfortunately, I think it was the Forsberg goal to make it 3-2. Tanev's going sliding into him, and then Forsberg kind of just pokes. Not fun. Not fun at all. But again, you can mix in a save. That's the way I look at things like that. 4 on 31, no good for Joe. Marner, goal and assist, -1. Tavares, goal, -1. Matthews, 2 assists, -2. Nobody else had any points in the game, and Riley, another -2 for him. Scott Laughton's been on the ice, I believe, for 9 goals since the trade. He was a -2 tonight. Yeah, he shouldn't be on that line. Can we stop with this? And playing 9 minutes, or sorry, what did he play? 9:52. Stop it, Craig. Okay? Going into the game today, he averaged 14 and a half minutes a night. In Philly, he's playing on the top line with freaking Travis Konechny. Now, I get it. I'm not asking him to play first line with Mitch Marner. But at least put him with some dudes with some spunk and give him more than 9 and basically under 10 minutes. It just can't happen if you want some sort of production from this guy and give him some sort of confidence. You're not going to get it plopping him next to David Camp on the 4th line. Just going to leave it at that. Okay. Next game for the Leafs. As they lose in 3, so we'll see what happens here. And it's against Scott Laughton's former team at Scotiabank Arena against the Philadelphia Flyers on Tuesday night, 7 p.m. puck drop there. Need a win. All right, so you know what, guys? That's going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video, and not this game. If you did, you're a psychopath. Hit the like button. Do appreciate it. The subscribe button. You guys not done so already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from today's game for the Toronto Maple Leafs? Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below. So follow up there if you haven't done so already. And I will talk to you guys, Raptors, the Jays Nation tomorrow. Technically, I'll be doing a recap this past week's games, but very shortly because Alejandro Kirk got re-upped by re-upped. I don't know. It's late. Re-signed, extension. What the hell for the Toronto Blue Jays? I mean, all your thoughts down below on that. But I'll be doing a video right after this about that and for the Leafs Tuesday night at home against the Flyers. 7 o'clock puck drop there. Thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and not the game. Talk to you guys then.